Hey guys, Sebastian Dages here, back with another tutorial. So in this tutorial, I'll be covering how to use the masking tool to create a slick walk by transition effect. So quick disclaimer, this video is actually heavily inspired by Justin Odisho, who did a tutorial on this using Adobe Premiere Pro. But here I am helping out my Davinci folks learn how to do this quick and seamless transition. So essentially the way you want to go about making this effect is that you want to have your tool clip, and essentially on your first clip what you want to have is that you want to have someone going over your frame here. So let me just show you what I'm referring to. So as you can see, I have an individual here going across the camera, covering from head to toe across the whole screen. So essentially you just want to have an asset just walking by over the screen, such as the case here. So once you have that all together, the process to go about making this is fairly simple. Again, as I always say, you want to make sure that this is hovering over your clip, and you just simply want to head over to the Fusion tab. Now in the Fusion tab, you're going to have a media in and a media out. So essentially what you want to do is that you want to essentially grab the masking tool. So now the masking tool is a little different. Well, it's called something different than what you would normally see in Adobe Premiere Pro. So to get the masking tool, you could either press Shift Spacebar, type in polygon, and add, or you can simply click here to add a polygon. Now what you want to do is that you want to connect the output of the polygon to the media in. Once that's connected, you simply want to go over here to invert, and now essentially make sure that your node, the node that's highlighted is your polygon, and go on top, press the masking tool. Now before you start masking, make sure that you keyframe your center X and your center Y. So essentially what that's gonna help you do is that every time you make a mask and you move a frame, you essentially have the opportunity to move the mask over. I'll show you guys what I'm referring to in a second. So let's go ahead and start making our mask. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'm not going to make it perfect. I'm just going to show you guys how to go about achieving the best possible result. Let's go ahead and close. Now as you guys can see, this is our mask for the first frame. So essentially what the masking is doing is that it's deleting whatever is in the background of our subject select. So let's go ahead and soften the masking just a bit. Let's fill out the border width just a bit here. Alright, that should be good. Alright, now we go to the next frame. Now look here guys. So essentially what you want to do is that you want to drag, or if you don't want to drag, you can simply head over to your center X and move that over. And just make sure that you're filling in all of this spaces here. So again guys, this is not going to be perfect. It's just for the sake of this tutorial. Alright, let's move over. Let's do the same thing here. Drag this over here. Let's go ahead. Fill these spaces. So yeah guys, this is fairly an easy process, but the only thing is that it takes a while. Especially if you want to achieve perfection in this case. Another tip I would recommend to you guys is that make sure that you fill in the video so that when working with the masking tool, you can see that you're filling in all the area from the top to bottom. Alright. Alright, so for the sake of this tutorial, let me go ahead and speed it up to show you guys the end process. Alright, so as you guys can see, all the frames have been filled up. So let's go ahead and track this back and see how that looks. Alright. Okay, so essentially guys, the next step is to essentially go back to the very first frame that you keyframe the background out of, and essentially just move it. So wait, hold on one second guys. Yeah, so go back one frame. After the first keyframe, go back one frame and just move this over so that doesn't show up. So now as you can see, it shows up on the very first frame that we keyframed. Alright, so let's put this back on the first frame, which was 270. Again, you could check, you could see your frame, what frame you're on here. And let's go back to our clip, put the clip that we're going to be transitioning into underneath the clip that we just masked. So let's go ahead and find out the very first frame that we masked, which was here. And let's drag our clip back. So as you guys can see, it's starting to fill in the background here. So let's go ahead and play that. And that's essentially all to it, guys. Thank you so much again for checking out my channel. Again, please like, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification. I promise you guys more content, so on the way.